welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, it's going to be a subscriber's request of what is their karma for gang stalking, you guys. I was actually unfamiliar with this term, gang stalking, before I did this video. I've seen a couple of you actually bring this term up in my comments. But for anyone who does not know, gang stalking is just an extreme form of harassment by a group of individuals that are usually kind of sick in the head, is what I'm gathering. They all share a common delusion or paranoia about you, and they target you for pretty severe and extreme bullying and harassment, okay? This is my first video on this topic, so just a reminder, because this is a general reading, everything may not resonate here with you, so only take what does. I do, though, have about, I think, 3 videos now of what is their karma for teaming up against you. That would be a topic that's most similar to this. If nothing here resonates with you and you would like a more accurate reading, you can check out my karma playlist and find those videos. Or if you would like something even more personalized, the most accurate way to get a reading is to purchase a personal reading, okay? And you can do that through my website. All that information, you can find that in the caption of this video, along with additional information on how you can support this channel and help keep it running. If you have been supporting this channel, if you've been liking, commenting, subscribing, booking personal readings, or donating, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate every single one of you. I am so grateful to be here and to be able to do this healing work with you guys. But with that being said, let's list off your choices for this reading. Group 1 is 3 of Voices. Group 2 is Muse of Inspiration. And group 3 is 5 of Material, okay? So take a deep breath and think of the situation that you went through. And then when you are ready, pick whichever image you feel most called to. The timestamps will be available in the caption. If you do not see the timestamp, it just means that you did not scroll down far enough. Okay, so if you need more time, you can just pause the video. Hey, group 1, if you chose this image, 3 of Voices, this is your reading for what is their karma for gang stalking you, okay? So let's first take a look at this group's characteristics of these people who were gang stalking you guys. I pulled the Moon, Queen of Swords, the Chariot, and 10 of Swords. So I feel like this group of people, they really put a lot of time and energy into scheming against you guys. For some of you, it may not have been clear initially that these people were not really your friends, or these people didn't have good intentions for you if they weren't your friends. For some of you, these people, I feel like, hid their true intentions and could have patiently waited for an opportunity to really inflict severe pain onto you. For some of you, this Moon card is about you may not being completely aware of everyone involved in this gang stalking or the extent of the attacks. But whether or not those scenarios relate to you with these cards, I feel like these people were just very deceptive in general. I feel like these people were very aggressive with you guys. They may have, brutally, verbally attacked you. And I feel like these people also take on the role of being a victim. I feel like these people were always criticizing or scrutinizing you or others. And if not the majority of the people were this way, but the ringleader, the one who may have been the driving force behind all of this, I feel like this person can be very cold, detached, and controlling. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of competitive energy going on with you and this group of people, a lot of aggressive behavior, a lot of cruelty. I'm also getting this message that some of you may know this person from work, or this group of people from work. Okay. But yeah, I'm getting like a heavy sense of there being like competitive energy here, backstabbing, verbal abuse. So let's look at more specifically what these people did to you. I pulled 2 of coins, 9 of swords reverse, 9 of coins reverse, and 3 of cups. So the first thing that kind of pops out here for me is that these people probably created a lot of blocks or loss in your life, okay? Especially with this repeated pentacles or coins cards I'm seeing here. I feel like a lot of you may have suffered some kind of financial loss. You could have lost your job because of this gang stalking. I feel like these people, they stole your peace. I feel like they may have ruined your reputation. Any turmoil or any kind of pain they were able to successfully inflict upon you, I feel like they would also rub that in your face. They would celebrate your pain. They would celebrate your demise. They would laugh and rejoice over any misfortune you may have experienced. I feel like this person or this group of people, I feel like they could have been recruiting others into turning against you. I feel like there was a lot of energy and effort put into making you guys feel alone or isolated or just miserable. Some of you, this person may have even caused you to experience some form of poverty. Maybe they caused you to lose your home or just any stability you had in your life. They may have created a lot of blocks when it came to your blessings because they caused you to severely struggle with like a crippling depression because of the way they treated you. Only take what resonates, guys, okay? For some of you, this gang stalking resulted in you guys getting in trouble with the law. You could have been, you could have gone to jail, or you could have had issues in court because of this gang stalking. Some of you could have been arrested. Like I said, only apply what resonates here. I really feel like this group, these people, they really tried to cause you guys to lose everything. This energy is so dark, especially with this like 3 of cups. It just really reminds me of people like rejoicing in others' pain, okay? So let's see what karma these people will be experiencing for gang stalking you guys in this group. I pulled the Hanged One, 8 of cups, 6 of staffs, and 5 of swords reverse. So I'm seeing these people like experiencing a lot of blocks in their life because of their behavior and the actions they took towards you. With this 5 of swords reverse, you know, upright, this is like someone in like the scarcity mindset, and they're doing everything in their power to win at all costs. And when it's reversed, it's like this energy was taken so far, it led to their own defeat. So I feel like this is what these cards are saying. This group of people, they all pretty much just shot themselves in the foot when it came to their own success and abundance in their life because of how they, you know, teamed up against you, because of the way they attacked you guys. With the Hanged Man, I feel like this is the universe putting this group like on pause so that they will have to be confronted with their behavior, their actions, the truth behind their actions. All this inner work, I feel like Spirit is going to be forcing these people to go through this inner work. And at the same time, while they're on pause and going through the blocks or healing, whichever direction they choose, whether it's resistance or acceptance towards, you know, evolving past this behavior, the whole time this is happening, I see you guys as this 6 of staffs energy. You guys are flourishing. You guys are rising above whatever challenges and blocks you have. You guys are succeeding towards your goals. I see people around you celebrating you, celebrating your successes, you know, especially if these people ruined your reputation. I see this coming full circle and people, you know, changing their tune and really, you know, looking up to you and having a lot of respect for you and celebrating you, okay? I feel like these people with the Eight of Cups, they're going to be struggling with emotional emptiness because I feel like they put so much time and effort into this scarcity energy, into this scarcity competitive mindset, that they never actually took the time to explore who they are, what makes them tick, what will bring them joy and happiness, why they are having all these shadow aspects of themselves control the way they behave and treat others. All these things, this mindset of being competitive, of trying to win at all costs, it's not paying off for them. It's creating a lot of blocks. It's creating a lot of issues, and they're being confronted with these issues and these problems and these challenges because of this. And you guys, you know, on the other hand, will be doing much better. Okay. I pulled some additional cards for you guys for this group when it comes to the karma these people will be facing for their behavior and actions towards you. These are going to be clarifiers so we can get some more details. So the first card I pulled is see you become wealthy and successful. So again, this is that clarifier of that Six of Wands, of you guys overcoming your challenges, overcoming your blocks, overcoming whatever they try to put in your way to stop you. You guys are going to be rising above all this, okay? If you guys have been, especially those who have been putting a lot of time and energy into your goals, into your self-improvement, you guys are going to be seeing a huge major payoff soon, okay? And the timing of this, it's going to happen in a way that really causes these people to be confronted with their shadow, because I feel like at the same time that you guys are rising, they're going to be falling. And specifically for those who created financial loss and instability in your life financially, you know, whether it be with you losing a job, you losing a home, whatever it was that they created misfortune for you, they could have stolen from you. I'm seeing this coming back around in the form of poverty for a lot of these people. So while you guys are rising in success and status and being celebrated, they're going to be hitting a lot of blocks financially. Some of these people may even end up being in poverty, okay? Friends will turn on them. So I did mention this earlier, that for some of you, these people, they could have started off as friends of yours. They could have started off as people you didn't realize had bad intentions for you. You know, it took you going through, you know, this experience for their true colors to be shown. So I feel like these people, a part of their bad karma for hiding their true intentions towards you is that people that they trust are going to be turning on them. People that they thought, you know, were friends of theirs are actually going to be exposing themselves as, you know, hidden enemies, okay? Or they're just going to turn on them in general when I feel like when the truth is exposed around these people's character individually, okay? The next card I pulled is they'll get robbed. So that's another way that some of these people will be experiencing their karma for causing you financial loss. The next card I pulled is revoked access to you. And I feel like this karma is going to hit extra hard because they're going to be, you know, struggling financially, and you guys are going to be thriving, I feel like, financially, or at least doing better than they are. This could be also for some people what triggers, you know, their shadow work, what triggers them looking within and asking themselves, why are they behaving this way? Why are they acting this way? This isn't going to apply for everyone involved in this scenario, okay? But there may be a few people that do have this realization and address this shadow that they have within themselves, okay? Not everyone, though. This won't apply to everyone in this situation. And the final card I pulled is the person they marry or are dating. This person's going to end up being a con artist, or they're just going to end up creating a lot of misfortune for these people. So I'm just seeing, you know, this karma coming back around for this group as, you know, snakes being around this person, people who, people taking advantage of them, the way they may have taken advantage or manipulated you guys. Let me know if this resonates, okay? I'm going to pull a few cards for this group when it comes to these people's signs, either their sun, moon, or their rising. This is going to be the dominant energy, guys. So if this portion of the reading doesn't resonate, just disregard it, okay? All right, so group 1, these people's possible sun, moon, and rising. Venus, so that's Libra or Taurus. The moon, which is Cancer, Virgo. Mercury, which is Gemini or Virgo. And one more, and Capricorn, for either this person or some of these people from this group, their sun, moon, or rising. I have 2 more cards for you guys when it comes to guidance around this situation that the universe has for you. The first is karmic justice will be served. So if you guys are really struggling in your healing and really struggling to move beyond this painful experience you had, this is just the universe confirming that these people's behavior, it did not go overlooked. The universe does not support their actions. There will be consequences for the way that they behaved with you, okay? The next card I pulled is this person has a mental illness, create space. And with this card, I feel like this is a universe just letting you know that these people have mental problems, okay? There's no other way to put it. You know, people who like to band together to attack and try to destroy someone, you know, a lot of times they're dealing with their own issues of insecurity and inferiority. And you know what? I feel like it's another reflection of how weak these people truly are, that they feel that they need to destroy you in numbers. They can't confront you themselves. The fact that they're not able to do this and they have to resort to these brutal and cruel and abusive ways of dealing with their own wounds is, you know, a huge indicator of how mentally unstable this person or group of people, how unstable they truly are, okay? So just create space. There is going to be no winning for you in this if you keep involving yourself, if you keep engaging with these people or giving them your energy. They're just not right in the head, and there's nothing here that you can do. It'll just pull you into their chaos and into their turmoil. So just, you know, save yourself any additional pain and suffering, and detach from these people. Create as much space as you possibly can, okay guys? And group 1, I really hope that this reading was helpful and it resonates with you. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to be alerted of videos like this in the future. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm now going to move on to group 2, okay? Bye. Hey guys, hey group 2. If you chose this image, this is your reading for what is their karma for gang stalking you, okay? So let's get into this and take a look at characteristics of this group of people. These characteristics can apply to multiple people involved in this scenario, or it can apply to, you know, if there was a ringleader, this can be their dominant energy, okay? So I pulled 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords reversed, the Star, and 9 of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like with this group, these people, or the ringleader of this group of people, they're very competitive, very combative energy is what I'm picking up here. They struggle with a lot of anger or inner conflict. So they tend to project their hatred for themselves or their hatred for their lives onto others. I feel like some of these people may view you guys as the star. And with this 9 of Pentacles reversed, this is like how they view themselves. You guys have all this potential. You guys are stars. Or you could just be very healing energy in general. Some of you may be psychics or healers. And you have a very healing essence about you. And these people, they struggle with their own shadows and their own conflicts. So this pisses them off. This triggers them when they are around you. A lot of these people, they feel very lost in their life. They do not feel hopeful about being able to obtain their goals. And I feel like all of this was just kind of at the core of why they harassed you guys so intensely. For some of you, this person, the ringleader of this group that was gang stalking you, they actually might be in the public eye. They might actually have a very large following. They may have obtained some level of stardom or success. It could be like on social media, or they could have some level of success within their own business. And, you know, on the outside, they look like this star, but inside, that's not how they feel. You know, they're very unhappy. They're very unsatisfied with their life. I feel like these people may have issues or imbalances around their ego. They may have like a very grandiose image of themselves in their head. They may feel like they're more important than they actually are. So even though they have obtained a level of success, there's like this energy here, like it's never good enough. You know, they're never happy, they're never satisfied. And everyone around them is a problem. They are the reasons why, you know, they may not be reaching the levels or the goals they want to, because they view everyone as competition or people who are taking this away from them. And you guys, I feel like they viewed you like that as well. For the ringleaders of this group, for everyone in general, you know, just if you're going to be a part of gang stalking in general, I feel like you have to already have some kind of mental instability. So I feel like a lot of these people, they all shared this paranoia. They all shared this ideology of scarcity, you know, and maybe because this person had a level of influence or position of power, they felt like it was better maybe to side with this person and be on their team, you know, to go after you, because it would benefit them in their mind in the long run. Because they may have looked at you guys as, between the two of you, as the weaker one, or the one who's less successful, or the one who has less power, just because of where things were at during the time of this gang stalking when it took place. This isn't necessarily how things are going to end up. I already, you know, have a feeling, like most instances go when bullying is involved, it's usually the weaker person who is the one bullying. You know, it's usually the weaker person, the one who isn't going to go very far, that takes on this energy. So I feel like just the mere fact that you guys are represented by this star, I feel like a lot of these people probably misjudge your potential. Okay. Only take what resonates here. All right. But I feel like overall, this group, these people really like to be dominant. They feel as though dominating others is a way to be powerful or successful. Okay. But I feel like what all these people had in common with each other is that they all did not like their life. They all hated their lives. And, you know, they did not feel empowered individually, so they had to come together, you know. I feel like this is actually a testament to you guys and how powerful of a spirit you guys are, because if these individuals felt like they had to come at you with a group of people, then that just says a lot about who you are and your energy. Okay. You know, they always say if you don't have any haters, then you must not be doing something right. Okay. You're always going to be attracting people who want to bring you down, attack you when you have a high calling. Now let's take a look at the possible signs. This is going to be the dominant energy. This doesn't necessarily have to be all of their signs, because this is about a group of people. I feel like the major players are kind of going to be the ones coming through for this portion of this reading. So I pulled the 10th house, which is Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. So now let's take a look at what these people actually did to you guys that is creating this bad karma. I pulled the Emperor, 4 of Cups, the Hangman reverse, 10 of Swords reverse, and 6 of Pentacles or coins reversed. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like with this group, there was a dominant player here, especially with the Emperor. I feel like there was a definite ringleader here. This person was very much obsessed with dominance and control. Like I said, they could have had a position of, they could have been in a position of power, or could have accomplished a lot, or a lot of people could look up to them or have a lot of respect for them. And on the outside, it looks all good, but internally, they are just not happy. They are not happy individuals. Nothing is ever enough. I feel like this individual right now, as I am tapping into their energy, I'm getting this visual of like this black hole. And they are throwing all this stuff in there, like collecting relationships, collecting accomplishments, and it's never filling up or healing. You know, I feel like this person has so much trauma going on with them that they are suppressing and avoiding and are trying to use their external to heal this wound. And whenever someone threatens, I feel like this person has issues around they need to be the best. They have to be number one. And whenever someone threatens that, whenever someone makes them feel like they're not good enough, it brings out this ugly like side to them. And they start recruiting people and talking shit and backstabbing. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person could have started off as your friend. This could have been someone in your group of friends that created this situation, that created this trauma that you guys went through because you guys were a threat. If you felt drawn to group one, there is similar energy here. And I feel like there's a lot of people here where, you know, this group of people who ended up attacking you and harassing you, they may have started off as a group of your friends. They may have started off, you guys could have started off in good energy with these people, or you were just completely unaware that these people never had good intentions for you to begin with. I feel like these people created so much loss in your life. I feel like they stole your peace. They created so much mental and emotional turmoil. Some of you may have experienced a lot of this harassment online and then attacking you online. I feel like this person, the ringleader or this group of people may have actively blocked opportunities from you guys. Some of you, I am getting this message that they actually stole money from you or they robbed you. Some of you did suffer physical injuries from this harassment. And I'm including physical injuries as mental instability, okay? The stuff that affects your mental health does impact your physical body. These people, I feel like, you know, really tried to suck all the joy out of your life. They really wanted you to feel helpless and depressed and hopeless. I feel like they wanted to destroy your motivation or your inspiration. Some of these people may have even stolen not only money and opportunities, but they could have stolen something that you made creatively, a creative idea, or they could have stolen credit for something that was creatively yours. I feel like the objective here was to constantly try and make you guys feel small, insignificant, to dominate you, to mess with you mentally, to cause you mental turmoil. They try to, I think, make you guys appear like you were crazy. They try to destroy your credibility. A lot of you could have suffered from ruined reputations because of the level of harassment you went through with this group of people, okay? I'm seeing that some of you may have even gone through like a form of a mental breakdown that kind of had like a chain reaction in your life with creating a lot of debt or loss in your life because you had to deal with the trauma created from this situation. Let's now take a look at the karma that these people will be facing for the way they harassed you. All right, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon reversed, 2 of Swords, and 5 of Swords reversed. So anytime I see Wheel of Fortune, I always hear them tables, they are turning, okay? Everything that they did, it is coming back around to them. You know, and I feel like there's a lot of emphasis here with mental turmoil. And I feel like that probably was a good portion of the type of harassment you guys went through. And I see it all coming back around for all these people. Moon reverse, that's like a dark night of the soul. 2 of Swords, that's like being at war with yourself mentally, unable to move. 5 of Swords reverse, that's like you're in this mindset of wanting to dominate everyone and steal and cheat people and to just be number one at all costs. What ends up happening, or what's going to end up happening for a lot of these people, is they're going to end up shooting themselves in the foot. I feel like a part of the reason why they do this is with this Wheel of Fortune, you know, these people attacking you because they saw you guys as a star or how much potential you have. you know, what they saw in you was correct. You guys are going to be experiencing a lot of abundance, a lot of success, especially those who have been putting a lot of time and energy into your projects and self-improvement. You guys are going to be reaping a lot of rewards and benefits and abundance and blessings in your life because of this, you know. I feel like a lot of this healing that you guys did, as traumatic as it was, it really made you guys into these warriors. I feel like you guys, if you aren't there yet with your healing, once you make it through this, I feel like you guys are going to be like this unstoppable force, okay? And I feel like that's a part of the karma here. I'm also seeing here with this karma that, you know, if they ruined your reputation, this is all going to be getting exposed. Any illusions they created around your character and who you are, as you guys are rising in success and you're experiencing a lot of prosperity, I feel like this is going to shine light on the truth of this scenario, who was just being a hater the whole time. You know, I feel like a lot is going to be getting exposed. I also see with this Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords, I feel like you guys are a part of their karma with no longer allowing these people in your life, or you no longer giving them your attention. Energy goes where our focus goes, and I feel like you guys pulling back your focus and attention on these people and you focusing on yourself, this is going to leave no outlet for these people. You know, they thrive off of getting a reaction from you. They thrive from upsetting you, and you guys ignoring them, it's like they're left with that energy. They're left with their unhappiness. They're left with their anger. You know, they don't have someone else to pawn that off on now. I did pull some additional cards here for you guys around clarifiers with their karma, so we can get some more details. The first card I pulled is you will become their boss or superior. So if this isn't a situation where you work with these people, I do take this as you guys will be having a lot of success. Your status and, you know, life in general will be rising and surpassing theirs, okay? If these people stole money from you or they did something illegal when it came to this gang stalking, I do feel that some of these people will be getting caught up with the law. They will either be getting arrested, going to jail, or just having issues with court. If these people came into your life pretending like they had your best interest at heart, or that they were a friend when in actuality they were a foe and they were plotting on you, this will be coming back around to them in the form of someone manipulating or playing them revoked access to you. So again, they don't have that outlet. You guys will be cutting them out energetically and physically. If these people stole from you or created instability in your life and for others that relied on you financially, these people basically brought a generational curse upon themselves. And with this means anyone who relies on them, if they don't have kids, if they have future children, these people are all going to be suffering consequences for this person's behavior. Failed business, unable to reach goals. And this is probably a way that this will be happening. You know, they're not going to be able to reach their goals. They're not going to be able to provide stability to those who are relying on them for that, because they're over here trying to sabotage other people. Their dreams coming true turn into their personal hell or nightmare. So, you know, when I look at this card and I apply it to situations that include bullying, I always feel like, okay, yeah, they won the battle, but they lost the war. I feel like these people may have successfully turned people against you. This gang stalking incident may have caused you guys to experience a lot of loss, a lot of turmoil. They may have been successful in that moment, but what they really did not realize is that they were creating a warrior here. They were creating someone who was able to overcome some really horrible circumstances and thrive in adversity, okay? They're going to end up cutting themselves off from their own blessings that they could have had access to if they were decent human beings, if they weren't cruel, if they were supportive of you instead of trying to sabotage you. You know, you guys, I feel like if you guys definitely are the star, you're probably very generous, you're probably very thoughtful and compassionate and giving. And these people, took you and your kindness for weakness. They looked at you as someone that they could exploit, take advantage of, or just dominate. And they didn't realize the whole time you guys were this blessing. And I feel like when these people actually realize this, when this reality is presented to them, these people are going to realize that they have played a huge part in creating their own mental turmoil and hell for the way that they treated you, for the way that they try to sabotage you. Health will suffer. I feel like this is going to trigger for a lot of these people depression, anxiety, just mental instability overall. For those who are avoiding their healing, they're avoiding being accountable. This is going to trickle out in their lives in other ways. I see them having unhealthy coping mechanisms, and this is going to be like a chain reaction. Their mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, physical health, all that is going to suffer because of their actions in this situation with you guys, okay? And the final card I pulled is blocked inspiration. And I really feel like this karma specifically has a lot to do not only with people who were stealing opportunities and money from you, but also those that were trying to steal your style, steal your personality, steal your creativity, Because they were doing this, I see spirit blocking them. So I have 3 cards for you guys when it comes to guidance with your healing from this experience. The first card I pulled is, what are you holding on to? Time to release. So I feel like this message is more specific to those that are kind of holding on to this pain for situations around gang stalking that may have taken place a long time ago. I feel like with this message, the universe wants you guys to start putting focus and attention towards releasing this pain that these people caused you. And I feel like this is just a message as well, to everyone in general, to make sure that you're not wallowing in this pain that these people created. I know that is way easier said than done, but make sure that you're doing the shadow work yourself to make sure that these experiences do not block future potential opportunities because of the trauma that this has created for you, okay? The next card I pulled is, you dodged a bullet. Let go. Something way better will come into your life. So if this situation involved you losing connections that you may have at one point valued and really hoped would be in your life for a long period of time, with this card again, we're getting this repeated message that, it's important that you guys release. It's important that you guys don't hold on to these people and this pain that they caused you. It will create more blocks for you when it comes to you accomplishing the things that you need to in your life. Having a group of people coming at you at once is such a dark and traumatic experience, and it can create PTSD and trauma, so just make sure, you guys are doing your best to focus on your healing and releasing this, okay? And the final card I pulled is, do not seek revenge. Spirit has way better karma for them than anything you could ever do. Don't give yourself bad karma. So whatever these people have done to you, that is their karma. How you react is yours. So I feel like Spirit is just trying to, again, wants this group specifically to really focus on releasing any anger, any hatred, any feelings of wanting to take revenge out on these people. And I am telling you, I know this is way easier said than done. When people really take advantage of your kindness, or people really take advantage of you or attack you in ways that are unfair, calming that voice in your head with wanting to defend yourself or stick up for yourself or lash back out at these people is very difficult. I understand, but everything that they did to you, there will literally be nothing that you can do back to them. That's one, not going to create bad karma for yourself, but also will never ever be as satisfying as what the universe has in store for these people. And I'm telling you this from experience. I have been lucky enough to see so many things come full circle with people. And even if you are not able to be lucky enough to see that, just know that that energy, it doesn't just go away. It is coming back around. It always comes back around, okay? I hope that this reading was helpful for you guys and it resonates. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more readings like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I'm now going to move on to group 3, okay? Bye. Hey group 3, if you chose this image, this is your reading for what is their karma for gang stalking you, okay? Let's first take a look at characteristics of these people. Queen of Coins reverse, 6 of Staffs reverse, 7 of Coins reverse, and 3 of Coins reverse. So there's a lot of pentacles or coin cards here, so I feel like some of you may know these people from work. And if you do not know them from work, it could be, you know, a group of people that you used to run in the same circle. But regardless of how you know these people, I feel like overall, this group of people, they really just lack sensitivity to other people's needs or what other people may be going through. For a lot of you, when this gang stalking took place, when this harassment happened, I feel like you guys were already like in the midst of dealing with something that was very difficult in your personal life. And these people were just, I feel like they're just completely ignorant to how other people have their own personal battles that they're dealing with. You know, there was just no, these people really had no limits when it came to the level of cruelty or hate or loss that they inflicted into your life. I feel like these people were very ruthless. They're very arrogant, self-righteous in their crusade against you. If you guys did work with these people, they could have started like a smear campaign against you, or just try to get other co-workers to turn against you. Same applies if this was like one of the circles that you ran in. I feel like these people really came for your stability and your connections. They try to make you lose opportunities. They could have stolen money from you. They could have stolen opportunities from you. They could have destroyed your reputation or important connections that could have positively impacted your expansion or your growth. I feel like all these people overall, they just really struggle with inadequacy or like fears of failure. I'm also getting this message that for some of you, this gang stalking took place a while ago. This is kind of an older situation. And since then, there may have been a few people that have come forward that have tried to apologize to you. And if they haven't done that, I do see here that there are some people that were involved in this that are currently struggling with feeling embarrassed for their behavior or participating in this harassment. I feel like there are a few people here that are currently battling themselves when it comes to what happened with this group of people and you. Spirit is going to have me explain this a little bit more as we get deeper into this reading. If some of you are not aware that this is currently going on with these people, if no one has come forward to apologize to you or to try to make amends or heal the pain that they inflicted upon you, there are people here who are struggling with guilt. And there are also people here who are still in their arrogance. They're still in their ego. They still feel, you know, avoidant of responsibility. You know, these people, I feel like they really hate their lives. The ones who are okay still with the way that they treated you, these people presently hate their lives. They don't have a lot going on for them, and if they do, they are so avoidant, not only of what they did to you here, but of their healing in general, that they are not able to ever feel fulfilled by anything that they accomplish, okay? By anything that they accomplish. It's like some of these people may be really hyper focused on accumulating finances and money, you know, and it's to feel like this emptiness that they struggle with because of their avoidance overall with their healing in general. Yeah, I feel like these people are very neglectful to their self-mastery or self-improvement. So now let's look at possible signs of these people that participated in this gang stalking. This is going to be the dominant energy. So only take what resonates, okay? I pulled Venus, which is Libra or Taurus, the 4th house, which is Cancer, the 1st house, which is Aries, Capricorn, and Uranus, which is Aquarius and Sagittarius. Let's look at what these people did to you guys specifically in more detail, so we can see what actions have accumulated this bad karma. I pulled 4 of Swords reverse, the Fool reverse, 10 of Staffs reverse, and Ace of Cups reverse. So with this group, I feel like the greatest impact that you guys really struggled with from this harassment, the one thing that's really sticking out the most for me here was your mental and emotional health. Some of you here, you know, I'm so sorry you guys went through this. I'm seeing that these people really impacted your mental health so severely to the point of you guys having suicidal thoughts, or, you know, some of you may have attempted that. I'm so sorry that these people pushed you to that space, that energy. That's not going to resonate with everyone though. But overall, I do feel like you guys really did suffer mentally, emotionally. Some of you, I'm seeing some severe depression here, severe anxiety, crippling depression and anxiety. I feel like a lot of you, your self-care really went downhill from all the stress of the situation. Some of you may have even developed some unhealthy coping mechanisms to deal with this stress, and you could have caused permanent damage to your body, or the stress in general just caused permanent damage to your body. Like the stress could have prematurely aged some of you. I feel like these people also may have attacked your intimate connections. Some of you may have lost the significant due to this harassment that you went through, or you may have just lost a very important connection due to this level of harassment. Like these people really wanted to destroy your mental health. They wanted to destroy your relationships. They wanted to destroy your happiness. They wanted you guys to feel emotionally empty and alone. They may have even tried to isolate a lot of you. I feel like these people could have also spread a lot of false information about you guys. Some of you too, I don't feel like it's a lot of you here that went through this next thing I'm about to say, but I do feel like some of you were physically assaulted in this, during this harassment. I feel like these people, you know, may have gone around telling people you were crazy. They may have gaslighted you or twisted things about, you know, what you were dealing with to make you look crazy. I feel like, you know, these people created a lot of confusion for you guys, a lot of turmoil for you guys. Some of you, I feel like this experience really pushed you to hit rock bottom in your life because of the pain and the stress that this harassment caused you. You know, with this 10 of Staffs reverse, that's like crushing weight. You know, it's like so much stress is on your back that it stops you from doing anything. It stops you from taking care of your responsibilities. It makes everything so much more overwhelming that you can't even do like basic daily, you know, your basic daily routines. You can't handle daily life. And I feel like this is what happened with you guys in group 3, okay? So now let's take a look at what karma these people will be receiving for putting you guys through this. I pulled the Tower, 10 of Coins reverse, Death reverse, and the Star reverse. So whenever I see the Tower and I am doing a karma reading, I always look at this like, These people, their lives are about to explode, okay? The Tower card, I believe this is the story of Babylon. Correct me if I am wrong, and correct me if I butcher this story. But in the story of Babylon, from my memory of what I believe it to be, these people were so arrogant and full of themselves, they wanted to build a tower that reached the heavens. And then God basically struck this tower down with lightning, and the people in this building, fell out of this tower. And you can see that in this picture, these two people are falling. And I feel like this is essentially what's happening. Like, these people are all in their ego. They're all high and mighty. They all feel so self-righteous and justified. Attacking someone in a moment of weakness, or exploiting someone, taking advantage of someone that they view as weak, whatever it was that they justify this behavior, this ugliness they showed you guys. I feel like their life is about to explode from this behavior. They're going to be experiencing a lot of loss. We see that with the 10 of coins reversed. That's also like the loss of their reputation, their success, their abundance. If they have a family or they have people in their lives that they are supporting, they are also going to be impacted by this loss as well. I had mentioned earlier that a few of you may have already experienced a few of these people coming forward and trying to apologize because they are overwhelmed with, embarrassment or guilt or shame for participating in this cruelty towards you. And we see this repeated message here with the death reverse and the star reverse. I feel like there's a lot of people here that participated in this that are not going to be able to move past this. Some of these people, it's only going to be like they're going to be embarrassed for a while, for a long time. Some of these people, depending on how severe your situation was, this is going to haunt them, what they did to you. It's really going to create a lot of blocks in their healing. It's really going to contribute to some severe depression or anxiety that they end up struggling with in their life. It really depends on, your situation, of course, and how severe this gang stalking was. But for some of you, I feel like this harassment got pretty dark. It got pretty ugly. And I feel like some of these people, the tower is also like an awakening. Some of these people are awakening to their shadows. They're awakening to their hatred, their ugliness, their anger, their wounds that they are projecting onto others. And this is not going to be an easy road for them, because I really do feel like a lot of these people are not going to be able to move past the shame and guilt that they have for what they did to some of you here, okay? With the star reverse, I'm also getting this energy of feeling like very hopeless, of these people feeling very hopeless and just unable to move on. For those who are not feeling guilty or remorse for how they treated you or harmed you, they are going to be experiencing tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. I feel like a lot of these people are going to end up hitting rock bottom. The more they resist their healing, the more they resist taking accountability for their contribution, for their behavior. For those who are avoiding responsibility, I feel like the universe is going to be putting a lot of blocks in their life. I don't feel like these people are going to be able to fulfill their life purpose. I don't feel like they're going to be able to create and sustain any type of joy or happiness or abundance in their life. I feel like it's all going to be very temporary if they do gain anything. I feel like these people, they have a choice here to either put in the work and do this healing, or they're going to die miserable and possibly even alone, okay? So just take it how it resonates. Some of these people, I'm also feeling too, even if they do recognize how awful they were to you, I feel like they're going to be so embarrassed, they're not actually going to be able to come forward and apologize to you. I feel like they're kind of just going to end up living with this guilt and just feeling pretty shitty about who they are as a person for doing this to somebody. I feel like, no matter how much time passed, this is always going to kind of haunt them. How they harm someone, the way they harmed you. This is not going to resonate for everyone who participated in this gang stalking, okay? Almost all these readings, I kind of felt like collectively the energy was getting similar karma, but there is kind of a split here because I do feel like there are people in this group who actually feel remorse. I wasn't getting that message with other groups. But I also pulled some additional cards here. I pulled clarifiers so we can get some more details around the karma that these people are facing for gang stalking, you guys. Okay, so the first is a clarifier of this 10 of coins reverse, which is their reputation getting ruined. If you guys from this gang stalking lost significant relationships, with this 10 of coins reverse, I also feel like this can signify for some of these people that they're going to end up losing significant relationships in their lives as well. And for this, I pulled lose their family or marriage. And even if these people are not married or they don't have a family yet, they are going to be losing people significant in their life. Like it could be a significant other, like a boyfriend or girlfriend, or it could be someone they view as family. Okay. If you guys suffered physical harm from this gang stalking, they will be receiving karma for that as well. And I clarified that with they will be assaulted the same way they assaulted you. If these people try to block you from accomplishing your goals, or they just try to create so much instability and loss in your life that you weren't able to accomplish goals or take care of your responsibilities, I feel like spirit will be blocking them from being able to take care of things they need to take care of, or just in general, they won't be able to manifest things that they desire to see in their life. The next card I pulled is won't be able to heal, and when they pass away, their spirit will be bound to the physical realm and unable to find peace. So like I said, some of these people are really going to be haunted by what they did to you guys. And even if they don't die and are bound to this physical realm, I feel like overall with this group, the message here can apply to many of you is that there are people here who are haunted by what they did to you. This is a clarifier for the death reverse of them not being able to move on. And a lot of these people are going to be suffering crippling depression, like I said, for what they did to you. If these people stole money from you, opportunity, or they messed with your finances or your financial stability in some way, I pulled someone that they trust will steal money from them or cause them to lose money. And the final card I pulled is just clarifying that if these people do not integrate their shadow, if they do not do their shadow work, if they do not heal, what caused them to participate in such ugly behavior, I feel like the majority of these people are going to end up miserable and alone. And some of these people that are super avoidant and unaccountable and stuck in, their ego, I feel like those people are probably going to end up dying miserable and alone. Take it how it resonates, okay? Obviously, the more severe situations are going to get the more severe karma. So I have 4 more cards to show you guys, and these are going to be guidance that the universe has for you with this situation. And the first is you are supported as you face these challenges. Do not worry, you will be victorious. So if you guys are really struggling with moving past this scenario, or just feeling like, a huge injustice was done with how you were treated and ganged up against and harassed and tortured, the universe is letting you know that this behavior, this incident did not go overlooked, and that karmic justice is going to be served, okay? And an additional clarifier to all this with how you guys are going to end up being victorious is the fact that karmic justice not only will be getting served, but you also will be having good karma coming your way, okay? So hopefully this is helpful to you guys with your healing, knowing that these people aren't getting away with anything. And if you feel robbed of opportunity, if you feel robbed of, your stability, all that stuff is going to be coming back to you. Whatever was taken, whatever was lost, whatever was stolen, all of that, including your peace. You may not feel that way right now, especially if this is something that happened recently. You may not feel, how are you going to heal from this, but you will, and you will get justice for this. The final card I pulled for you guys is Spiritual Bath. And I just thought that was important to add to this group because I feel like this energy with you guys, it's so heavy, and spiritual baths can be very, very healing and helpful. Especially if you struggle with anxiety or depression, if you guys are able to add some essential oils or do a whole ritual. Also, if you guys had close connections to these people that caused this kind of harm to you, you might also want to look into cord cutting ceremonies or healing rituals. You can find a few of those on my website for free. They have greatly helped me in the past when it came to incidents around healing traumas that I've experienced. Okay, so hopefully this reading was helpful and it resonates with you. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more readings like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video, okay? Bye.